Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are having a good start of your week. Let's get right into it because I've definitely been feeling this energy. I know the collective's feeling this energy. There's a lot going on. So let's talk about really quick. I have this app on my phone, so let me pull it up. Let's talk about how Venus is now in Cancer, Mars is home in Aries, so we have masculine and feminine energy at play. So I've definitely been feeling my masculine coming out. And guys, I really want this one to be an interactive chat. If something I say does not make sense, please ask me. Feel free to type in the chat. I will answer your question as long as it's like about what we're actually talking about, okay? So the energy we have at play is really heavy. It's really heavy, and if you're feeling it, let me know because I'm feeling it and it's hitting me like a freight train. Now, for masculine, feminine energy, like I was talking about, we do have Cancer. Venus is in Cancer, okay? So that's a lot of intuitive, a lot of loving, a lot of nurturing energy. And if you're a more masculine energy, okay, we do have Mars home in Aries. And take what resonates, right? Because if you're feminine, you might be experiencing a little bit of fear, doubt, scarcity in regards to where you want to go right now, like a hesitance. And if you're masculine, there might be a lot of frustration, a lot of impatience, irritation, wanting things to go, go, go. There's a need to balance the two. So basically what's happening with the world, what the divine is doing. Good morning, guys. Yes, please chat. I'm in like a real, let's chat because I had to take the day yesterday, let me tell you. I will be pulling cards, but I need to talk about this really quick. So we are basically getting worked on by the divine. We're having a lot of energy being put on us to balance the polarities within us, our masculine and feminine. So we're going to see that play out in our connections, because if I'm going through it and you're going through it, our dynamic is going through it, right? So it's that give and that take. Now, feminine, there's a lot of fear with the feminine, but masculine has a lot of frustration, anger, and impatience. So acknowledge that in yourself, kind of figure out where you fall in that category so you can tap into, let's say you're more masculine, so you can tap into, good morning, guys. So you can tap into that more gentle, feminine, compassionate side of yourself. Now, if you're more feminine energy, there might be a need to temper the fear, to recognize the fear, the self-sacrificing, I really want to say, and be like, you know what, these are my boundaries and it's time to move forward. How you doing? But yeah, so let's get into it. I just want to get started because this is some really heavy stuff. I want to use, let's use Enchanted Map. Something doesn't feel right about using this right now, though. Okay, I guess we're going to do Goddess Guidance. I've been working with a lot of goddesses, gods, and whatnot lately. That's why I'm half asleep right now. I literally woke up just like an hour or two ago and I'm struggling. But I woke up and had a big old chat with Poseidon, and there's going to be a lot of natural disasters towards the end of 2020. Might see a lot of flooding, a lot of tsunamis coming. So just be mindful of that. If you live in an area that's really prone to flooding and hurricanes and whatnot, don't fall into the fear and try and manifest it. It's literally the universe. It's time for change. So I kept hearing the word destruction, but also restructure. So it's like death and rebirth, right? Scorpio energy, a lot of Pluto energy. And I like that. I like that because we need to get rid of old things in order for new to come in. And that's basically what's happening, not only personally, collectively, but in the world as well. So let's see. What does the collective most need to know about this energy shift? I'm not going to get too much into like aspects and astrology and whatnot in this one, because I know a lot of people are they just care about, what do I need to know? Like, what cards are going to tell me what energy is actually going to be at play, right? So let's see. What does the collective most need to see right now, please, Spirit? There's a lot of heart chakra work going on. There's a lot of opening, learning to be vulnerable again, which I really like. And that's not going to be easy. It's not, but it's going to resurface a lot of stuff that maybe we've been neglecting or refusing to deal with. And that's okay, right? yeah, medicine woman, Ixchel, you're a channel for divine healing power. Like I said, literally the divine, putting a lot of healing on the planet to balance out our masculine and feminine energies. Absolutely adore this. A lot of you might be understanding that you actually are a healer. So if you are getting this urge to finally take that step, look into Reiki, look into sound healing, anything of that sense, or if it's just working on yourself as an individual, now's the time to actually dive into that study. Don't hesitate right now. I know it's really hard because there is this lethargic energy kind of surrounding us it's really exhausting on the headspace. And all that is the universe basically trying to raise your consciousness so you're at a higher vibration. But in turn, yeah, me too. I'm struggling with this one too. I was exhausted yesterday. Our bodies are basically being prepared for more energy, a higher consciousness, and the physical vessel needs to adjust to that. So if you do need a rest, moderation, guys, moderation. Like, know what's excessive and what's you might be using as a crutch, I honestly want to say, and what's genuine, like what you can actually, what's feasible, right? Like, let's say you have a really busy day, you have to get a lot done. If you want to take a power nap, that's fine. But if you're trying to take the whole day off and you know realistically it's just going to stress you out the next day, be honest with yourself about that right now. There's a need to balance excess, okay? That's everything right now is about balancing that masculine, feminine. Yeah, prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. So for those of you, I do feel this more with the feminine energy. If you're falling into a lot of fear, a lot of, okay, I guess masculine too, because I almost said frustration. If you're falling into a lot of fear, frustration, those low vibe energies, be open to receiving the high vibe. Please don't let that overcome you. I'm guilty of that. I was so angry yesterday, and that's not like me to be angry like that. That's like old me 10 years ago. And I was like, why am I so angry? Like, I could not, I really couldn't. And be aware of that because it's bubbling up, so you can deal with it, recognize the excess of it, and be like, am I justified for feeling this way? Because the universe is literally pouring all this white light down on us because we do have Sirius, the sun, and the earth all aligned for Lionsgate. That was on the 8th of this month, so only a matter of, 3 days ago. And that was when, I know that's when the shift started, was the day of it, but I've been feeling it for a few weeks now. I'm sure you guys have as well. And that's basically that higher consciousness energy. So dream space, if you're having some really crazy, really vivid, lucid dreams right now, comment in there. I want to know because I've been having some crazy dreams and they're like inception kind of dreams. So that stuff is happening because it's the unconscious, the higher self, all that bubbling up, what needs to be addressed. Illusion versus reality. Okay. So let's see, let's get, what else do we have? I've been working with Bast like crazy, and I love that she's coming up. I was working with Bast on some collective stuff and myself, right? Bast is the goddess of independence. She's an Egyptian goddess. So if you see a lot of cat imagery right now, or if you're outside walking about and you see just cats, or if you're meditating, you see cats, you probably have Bast working with you, okay? Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. This is that learning to balance the polarities within you so you can be successful on your own. Because right now there is this craving for partnership. I can feel it. There's a lot of people kind of craving reconciliation, partnership, just that abundance in regards to emotions. There are going to be reconciliations happening. There are, because people are going to balance out their excesses, right? So that means that they're going to be more aligned and things are going to be smooth sailing, but it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Okay. Yes, cats all over, me too. I'm seeing them even in every tarot deck I use now. I pull a card and I'm like, I've never noticed there's a cat in this. But there's a need to be independent, especially in regards to connections, because a lot of people have a little bit of codependency they're still dealing with. A lot of people still have this very obsessive, and this could be you, it could be the person you're dealing with. Obsessive, I want you, I want you, I want this to work. Okay, but are you willing to be uncomfortable with the change that is necessary for it to work, right? Change is uncomfortable, but it doesn't mean it's bad. That made me want to cry. I don't know why. Hey guys, hey Picky Nikki. I hope everybody's doing well too. Be patient with yourselves these next few days. let me tell you, I was in my shadow a lot yesterday. So if you're having days and you feel just like you want to slap someone silly or you want to bawl your eyes out, whatever side of the spectrum you're on, allow yourself to purge that, but try and understand why you're feeling that way, okay? I want to get one more for the collective. What does the collective need to know about this energy shift, about the current energies at play? Okay, yes. Oh gosh, we got a lot. We got 4 more. I've been seeing all of these. I've been using this deck like crazy lately. I can't. Bottom of the deck, Assault, Undying Love. This is that reconciliation energy I was just talking about. A lot of you have met your counterpart, have already met the person. And as soon as I say that, I do want to retract it just because I know some people get really hopeful and they're like, oh my God, it's going to work. Guys, free will is a great thing and a horrible thing at the same time, because it could be your twin, it could be your soulmate, the person you want to be with. But if you're the only one doing the work, accepting that change, is it going to work? You know, to be honest with yourself, but do the change for you, not for the end goal of having that connection. Okay. So the next cards we got out, we got Divine Passion, Pele with Athena, Inner Wisdom. So be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? This is tapping into that feminine, that very emotional, loving, nurturing energy. And then Inner Wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. I like that. This is feminine. This is definitely feminine right here. And this is the masculine, the 2 that came out next to it. I actually really like this. This is learning to get into that. I'm ready to take action. I'm ready to move forward. I'm trusting my intuition, because with feminine energy, there is this underlying fear of allowing yourself to be vulnerable right now, like allowing yourself to open up emotionally, myself included, right? No pedestal over here. We are all human. We're all going through this. It's collective, right? But be empathetic with yourself. Like, understand, yeah, I'm scared of being vulnerable. I'm scared of expressing myself truly, and communicating it in the proper way versus maybe a little passive aggressive or maybe a little vague because you don't want to fully indulge in what you really emotionally feel. Okay. It's a big bursting open of the heart space for those that are struggling with the feminine. Now, masculine is fairness, which is basically that justice energy. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. And Coventina with purification. It's time for cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. So I do feel this more with the masculine energy. It is a collective energy as well, but I do feel this more with the masculine, the need to kind of tame the anger, like tame that toxicity, the frustration that you might be experiencing right now. And I also want to say vices and indulgence. Good morning, guys. How are you? I'm super sorry for how I looked this morning. I literally rolled out of bed and I was like, I'm not going to lose this channel by spending an hour showering, doing my makeup and my hair. I was like, we're going to just throw this shit up in a bun. But yes, so for masculine energies, it's kind of taming that aggression and learning to be patient with the process. It's accepting the process. I really like this. I like this. I dig it. Okay, so I'm going to put the masculine feminine away. I really want to look into the medicine woman card we got out. So let's use crystal visions for this. I typically pull this deck when love messages want to come out. Good morning, guys. Look, thank you. I appreciate you. You're so sweet. Okay, so let's look at, yeah, medicine woman, that fear, that doubt of getting hurt, of the betrayal, right? The vulnerability. There's that heart space. What I say about that heart chakra trying to open up. So if you're feeling like, okay, so let's say somebody from your past has returned. Let's say you guys are just starting to talk, because I know myself, that's been happening a lot with multiple people. So if you have people resurfacing, or if you're resurfacing to others, there's fear on one of these ends of that heart space, okay? That pain, that, hey, how are you? That pain, the resentment. I also want to feel betrayal. Not betrayal. What is it? Regret. Like, why did I not do things differently the first time? Or why did I even entertain this? Like I said, we're in 2 opposite sides of the spectrum right now. So it's going to be one or the other. No, you're fine, Patty. Whatever. I'm going to leave it live and you guys can still access it after the fact. So it's not a problem. But this is what's basically resurfacing. This is what's bubbling up. All those fears, all the fear of getting hurt, betrayal. There's, oh my gosh, what is the word? There is something that I am not saying that needs to be said. Betrayal. It feels like a 7 of Swords. Let's get another on it. Because I can feel there's something more with this. It's more than just the heart space. Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's that reconciliation. Okay, so we have Temperance and the Lovers, Gemini and Sagittarius energy. I really like this. This is literally the divine helping us work over all the imbalances that have gone on within ourselves and connections, because the Lovers is actually about 2 people in separation. So like I said, that's also reconciliation. And look what we have out next, the 3 of Cups, which was in the middle of the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. There's a lot of fear that's standing in the way of the reconciliation, and need to speak truth and need to follow your heart's true desire as well. Okay. And this is on both sides. This is definitely on both sides. I feel masculine energy is more frustrated that they don't know how to communicate this. Feminine energy, guys, not gender. I'm a female and I'm masculine like crazy. Okay. And feminine energy, it's the fear of, well, if I am vulnerable, then I'm putting myself in that position of potentially getting hurt again. Where masculine, it's just I don't know how to articulate and express what it is, and that's frustrating. That's where the anger is coming from. I'm not gonna lie, my shadow yesterday, love keeps coming up in all these readings, and I get tired of that really quick. It's really redundant a lot with the collective sometimes. But I understand this, because this is balancing it within us and in our connections, right? Because if we're going through it inside, it's going to reflect in our outer environment. So let's see what's going on between these 2 energies. Yeah, the stalemate, the crossroads, the need to make decisions. This is the timeout so balance can come in. I actually really like that. You both are looking for clarity. It feels kind of like tiptoeing. Yep, 6 of Cups, person from the past, soulmate connection, past life connection. Yeah, I actually really like it. It's going to be very healthy, okay? So if this is resonating between you and another person, great. But if you also see this within you, like dealing just with people in general, like your own fear and frustrations bubbling up, it's collective, okay? Please don't fall into the fear, the frustration too much. Like, laugh at yourself, be like, okay, you know, I know this is going on. I know it's just the planetary aspects effing with me right now. You know, it's, be patient with yourself, okay? Sometimes we just have to laugh about it and be like, I'm going through a shift, and that's okay. Things may not move forward as fast as I want them, because it is going to be a little slow through August, I feel. Yes. It took me all day yesterday to wake up today and be like, okay, Jordan, time to do readings. But I also woke up to like Poseidon, who's actually pretty scary. That's not a god you want to work with if you are not ready to get your ass whooped, to be honest. I woke up to like a very dark Poseidon face, and Hecate, if you know her, she's basically the triple goddess. That's like the goddess of life, death, rebirth, underworld, upper world, a lot. And I work with both of them a lot, and they were both just screaming at me like, what are you doing? Like, you're supposed to be leading. And I was like, I had to sleep yesterday. So trust me, you're not alone. Let's look at Bast. The Magician in reverse, the lack. Yeah, wow. Okay. Don't call me out. Don't call me out. Yeah. This is the frustration with the masculine energy, that things aren't happening the way I want them. Why aren't they moving forward yet? Why aren't they working the way I planned? The very controlling energy. And then you have the King of Cups in reverse. There's the emotional shutdown, the need to tap into that feminine Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy to really have the balance here. Because whatever the masculine energy is trying to build, I really want to say build, okay? Because the 6 of Wands, the Magician, that's taking the first steps. It's taking the action to create things. And the 6 of Wands is, because the end goal, they want to be successful. But the problem is there's a disconnect with the heart. They're being too diligent, too practical, okay? So your independence is the foundation for your strength and success. 6 of Wands energy. This is clarifying Bast. Yes, they were definitely calling me out this morning. Definitely. Yeah, 2 of Wands, waiting. It's just not the right time. There's a lot of divine timing at play here. Let's look at the prosperity that's between this. That's funny that the feminine showed up on the medicine woman and the independent showed up with the masculine. And then we have prosperity, the gift between it. So let's look at prosperity. Why is prosperity here? I'm going to do another spread after this. This was just to clarify. Yep. Wow. I'll show you in a second. I know. Yeah, there we go. I knew there was more coming out. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. I love this. You guys aren't going to love it when I first hold it up, but I'll explain it. You'll get it. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups in reverse, the Chariot in reverse. So this is that it's time to move this connection forward. If you've had a connection that you really cannot shake and you're not obsessive about it, you know it's a genuine soul connection, it's supposed to move forward, but we're waiting on divine timing. The universe is pouring abundance onto you, but you need to be open to receiving. And if you have the fear, the frustration, the anxiety, the doubt of betrayal, of abandonment, all of that, it's going to block it because that's what's resurfacing. I'm getting hot now because I'm channeling. That's what's resurfacing so you can address it and deal with it, okay? Next, we do have the Emperor. That's being very methodical, being in control, being very tame. I love the masculine energy coming out into this divine masculine, into the Emperor. Aries energy. Mars is also home in Aries, so I love it even more that it's here. And look what we have. There's a need to end that Ten of Swords, though. The opportunities are coming. The ships are coming. But you need to embody this very divine masculine and feminine energy and balance, right? It needs to be in balance. Because bottom of the deck, what do we have? Ten of Cups as the ending overall energy. It's literally opening up the heart space, okay? This is a big... Some of you are not going to have an easy time opening up emotionally because these are going to be people that probably have hurt you really bad. And you're like, why the hell are you coming back? Like, I thought this was done. It's to help you open up that heart space and really heal that. So be open to the opportunities presenting themselves to you, no matter how that opportunity may be perceived by you at first, okay? Just give it a chance. Everything right now is a lot of divine timing. Okay, so any questions there? Anybody? Before I go on to the next spread. That was pretty straightforward, though. Okay, so let's do Enchanted Map now. And then I'll pull just tarot to see what's going on. Show me what I most need to see for the collective, please, Spirit. Show me what I most need to see for the collective. Show me the compass card in this deck. Show me what I most need to see for the collective. And then mountain, what is it? It's like a guy's face on the mountain. I can't remember what it's called in this, but okay. We will see. Show me what I need to see for the collective for this energy shift. What messages to this collective need to most hear right now for the energy shift? Slow and steady. There's that patience. Oh my gosh, guys. Bone collector, magician energy, and coming apart. There's the unravel. Okay. I'm not going to take any more. I know there's probably more that want to come out, but we already have 5 cards out here. So we have flying. This is like that prosperity energy. This is all that abundance that's trying to... It's also raising you to a higher consciousness. But there's slow and steady in reverse next to it. The impatience. The collective knows there's a big change coming. Collectively, we're all like, okay, well, I know some great shit is coming. Why is it not here yet? We feel it. We definitely feel it. We know things are stirring, but it's kind of like having us on edge, waiting for the shoe to drop. Like, when's it actually going to happen? Next, we have the bone collector and coming apart. This is that magician energy, collecting the resources you need for the new beginning, but the coming apart is the unraveling, releasing of what no longer serves you so you can rebuild, right? 46 breaking down to a 10. This is like a 10 of wands energy. We do have master number 12 with slow and steady, and 20 breaking down to a 2, which is also about balance and partnerships. Then we have 47 breaking down to 11, another master number, sacred pool. I am going to read this one from the book. There's something about this that really makes me want to read it from the book. This just feels like connecting with your higher self. This feels like almost the temperance energy again, that divine healing power. I really like this. I've never actually had this card come out with this deck before. It's really nice. Okay. I like reading from this book with this deck because they're very blunt messages, and that's kind of what we need right now. So let's read this. Sacred Pool. The world is a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Embody the love you wish to see in the world. When you look into the mirror, do you like what you see? The Sacred Pool card asks that you focus on self-love and self-esteem. We are all works in progress, so a detached self-examination made with rigorous honesty is called for now. Reflect by the Sacred Pool and be at peace with yourself. Can you see how far you've come and how magical your life is? Do you notice the spark of the divine shining through your eyes? When you're conscious that you're the embodiment of spirit, it becomes easier to respect yourself and act in a good conscience. Then you'll reap the greatest rewards. Your unique service to the world is not only needed, but celebrated. See the love within you and know that if you cast it upon the waters, it will return to you tenfold. Be at peace, for you are beautiful and loved. Act with the surety and confidence, and success shall be yours, whatever your inquiry. This is all about understanding that those thoughts are actually creating your reality, external to you. And this is what was kind of frustrating me, because this is when my shadow came out yesterday, because we've been talking about this for a while, how to manifest your reality. We've also been talking about the negative self-talk, limiting beliefs and all that. Now is the time to really address that and get rid of it. It's time to put it out, be done with it, address it, because it's like that time. It's make it or break it. Like, pick your timeline, because there's some people that are sinking into the lower timeline, and we can't be doing that because we have amazing things trying to come in. So let's look at Bone Collector and Coming Apart. I'm just going to read all of them because I like that these are very straightforward messages, to be honest with you. And that's why it comes with the book. Okay, you are whole and have everything you need within. Bone Collector. They're telling me not to read this because it's basically what I already said. Whatever. Okay. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essential is stolen from us. We adapt and accept a particular version of the truth. Blah, 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 blah. This is all the resurfacing of the wound. So we're not going to read this. We've been ranting about this forever. And then Coming Apart, that's that. I do feel this is that reconciliation energy. I want to pull cards on these two. Let's do... Sorry, I'm like scattered right now. I'm getting so many downloads with this collective reading, which is why I just woke up this morning and was like, I'm just going to throw on some clothes and put my hair up and just go live and do this. Why is Bone Collector here? Resources at hand. Okay, so I actually got this in a few personal readings yesterday. There's a need to express gratitude. There's a need to acknowledge what you already have, because a lot of us are sinking, and this is that slight regression collectively that we're feeling, right? So if you think you're going into that regression, just be mindful of it. Don't regress. Just say, you know what? I do have everything I need. I have a roof over my head, money in my wallet, food in my fridge. I am so thankful for that, and everything else is going to fall into place in divine time. That mindset needs to be present right now. If it is not present, it's going to slow down your manifestations, and it could even play out in your connections. So I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Trust me. I'm struggling with it too. But try and write them on flashcards and say those affirmations. Try to verbalize them, think them, feel them. Take 20, 30 minutes for yourself each day. Okay, so let's look at Bone Collector. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, there's that self-reflection energy. It's time to start building. You have all the resources you need to get started, basically, because the Page of Pentacles is someone who is starting to learn how to bring things into the material world. I just heard offers as well. Yep, Tower, and now I'm losing my voice. There's the transformation, the aha moment of, oh shit, I do have everything I need. I have everything I need and more, and I'm fully capable of creating this reality. I actually really like this Tower moment. It feels like the realization of, oh, I can create it. I can actually do it now. Because I think the fear, it's like we've been telling ourselves, I can do it. I think I can. I think I can. It's time to actually believe it, though. Because you can say it all you want, but actually embodying that is much different. The Self-Love Experiment book is yes. Good. I'm so glad. That's a really good one. Yep, Three of Wands, ships coming in. There's the opportunities presenting themselves. You know it's here now. This is what we're feeling collectively. Let's look at Coming Apart. This feels like that heart space opening. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Cancer energy, the Moon, Rules Emotions, Pisces energy, Ten of Swords in reverse, Page of Wands, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. I just heard curiosity. Some of you are waiting for the other person. I feel with this, waiting for the other person to come in to fix the situation with you. Good morning. And it's kind of like, when is that going to happen? When is that going to happen? It's going to happen when you finally open up emotionally and are ready for the new beginning. You're open to receiving. Because this coming apart energy does feel like reconciliation. Some of you are waiting on this person though. And to be quite honest, it's just not a time to wait. It's just not a time to wait. If you want something, it's time to, and I want to say it's not a time for like excess. Like if you want to send a big old novel to somebody you had a falling out with, do not do it. Send like, hey, you've been on my mind. Would love to chat. Hope you're doing well. How are you doing, Lightworker Jeff? How are you guys? Good morning, everybody. But there's a need to not overplay things. It's not a time to be excessively dramatic, especially with communication, because everybody's very vulnerable right now. Everybody's trying to open up emotionally, and they're kind of like, I am, but like, don't come too close. So just please be mindful of that. You're not going to be the only one experiencing this. It's definitely going to play out in romance. It's definitely going to play out in family dynamics. So especially those where you have maybe like a tension-filled mother or father dynamic, which it's one of the parents. I can feel it's almost like we've had a really bumpy road and it's time to kind of put it to rest. It's time to address it, put it to rest so we can move into a new cycle. Hello, Perul. How are you? So let's look at Sacred Pool. This is that like divinity energy. Yeah, Emperor in reverse in the World. There's that masculine energy again. The Emperor is coming out a lot. So there's a need to really balance this masculine, the frustration. It just feels like I've been waiting. I want this to move forward. I want this to work. I want this to be great. And it's not happening how I want yet. And that's the problem, the expectation. It's not happening how I want, because the masculine energy is that control energy, right? And it's masculine energy. For those of you who are just joining, energy. We're all masculine, feminine. I'm a female and I'm definitely masculine energy. So it's okay. Don't think of that in the sense of gender, please. That's a big thing right now. Yeah. Getting out of the head, surrendering to the cycles. I really want to say the cycles of the divine. This is a really tough lesson, though, for those of you who might be like strong Capricorn, strong Virgo, strong just earth energy. I know that's a feminine energy, but that's also a very building. I want to go. And air. If you have a lot of air in your chart, you're probably very methodical. You're thinking, overanalyzing things of how should I say it? When should I say it? Is it the right time? Second guessing. Try not to do that. Just follow your intuition. Get into that heart space, okay? And let's look at slow and steady, what we're being impulsive about. Yep, of course. How do I fix it? How do I reconcile? How do I set this new foundation? By getting in touch with that heart space. By getting in touch with the love within us, understanding that we are all going through a struggle. I think that's a really big thing right now. That's a really big thing, is having empathy and compassion for other people around us, because I really don't want to talk about this, but they're bringing it up. I'm not going to go much into this because I don't like talking about controversial topics on such a large platform. So I'm just putting that disclosure out there. So Beirut, for example, there's a lot of people who need to be able to express compassion, even if they have no tie to the situation, like sending prayers, like sending love. That's humanity. That's being compassionate. That's being loving. That's being understanding, right? It's sending. What you put out there is what you get back. Like, don't you want a great life, basically? And it's like the universe is kind of testing us. Like, are you really putting out there what you want in return? Even if you're driving on the road, that's the biggest test to my mentors. I say sometimes, like, if you have a low vibe mindset, watch yourself when you drive and ask yourself, are you cussing at people? Do you have road rage? Like, are you getting impatient? Are you in a rush to get somewhere that you have no time limit to get there on? Or are you just rushing to rush? Enjoy the moment, be present, and don't let things bother you right now. Okay. It's really about taming that very eager, impulsive, frustrated side. Oh yeah. I've been a little crabby lately too. And then lots of earth and air trying to get out of my head. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, getting out of the head's hard. I'm Earth and Air. I'm Libra, Capricorn. So trust me, I feel you. But it's as long as you can acknowledge it and be aware of it, it's going to make it a lot easier. Don't ignore it and don't say, to be quite honest, just like knock yourself off the pedestal. If you put yourself on a pedestal and be like, nope, I've done a lot of work. Like, I don't have any work. I actually had this conversation with my counterpart when people use the phrase, I'm broken. You're not broken. You're at a different stage of healing. You might be in the beginning of healing. You might be at the end of healing, but you're not broken. You're just progressing. You're progressing. Okay. So please don't say that to yourself, because that's negative self-talk. Acknowledge that, you know what? I am doing better than I was a year ago, and I've made progress, and I'm really proud of myself for that. It's a time to give yourself accolades and understand that you can find the validation within yourself versus externally in your connections. That's a big thing right now too. The codependency. That's what's driving me the most nuts right now. So this is that opening up, willing to be vulnerable. Like, okay, it's being offered to me. I can't accept it now. I'm not going to reject it because I'm scared of getting hurt. I'm not going to reject it because of what they might have been in the past, because I've changed. So who says that they haven't, right? I know that's going to trigger some people, but be mindful of that. If that's triggering you, like, oh, they're going to come back. Well, I don't want them back. If that kind of stuff triggers you, acknowledge that it's probably because you have healing to do around it. Is there such a thing as done healing to become a healer? Girl, I'm a Reiki practitioner, and I've done a lot of healing, and I'm in a great place. Like, but I have little, like, I catch myself having little moments. You'll know when you've done majority of your healing, but let's put it this way. Okay, so I'm about to be 27 this year. By the time I'm 46, I'm going to have a lot more experiences and probably a lot more things I've gone through and a lot more healing to do again. It just depends on what life path you're on. So I don't think you're ever done healing, because every day you're creating more karma by what you do, say, and how you act. So that's a really hard question to answer, but you will know when, okay, wow, I'm in probably the best place I've been ever, right? But it doesn't mean that there are little tidbits that I need to focus on, like tempering my masculine, for example, which is really getting tested right now. But you'll know, you will intuitively know when you're in a good space, because you won't mind being alone. You'll enjoy your own company. You'll have a genuine connection with source. You'll have hobbies that actually allow you to express yourself and fulfill you at the same time, but aren't overwhelming. And that's a really big thing, especially people that, if you run your own business, for example, something you're really passionate about, getting out of the excess of, oh, I have to do it, and then it kills the passion for it. Find that fine balance of serving self, but also following your passion in order to create what you want for a living. That's a big thing right now, especially with people who own businesses. Okay. On top of flying with the Four of Cups, the opening up, that vulnerability is actually where we're heading, the moving forward, the Jupiter energy. So there's that abundance. Okay. Learning to grow feels so amazing when you know you've accomplished a level you've struggled with. It does. And that's what we're going through. It's the need to acknowledge it for yourself. Don't look externally like, Mom, like, haven't you realized how much I've changed in the past year? Like, I'm doing great, and it's kind of like, you don't need their validation. If you know you're doing great, like, acknowledge that for yourself, be proud of yourself. Not saying it's wrong of them or not wrong of them to not acknowledge it, but you don't need it, right? You're doing this for you. You're not doing it for accolades from other people. Self-serve, not serving to achieve something externally, like validation. That's a really big thing right now, this codependency thing. That's my trigger. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into like an actual tarot, pulling tarot cards. I'm going to do these how I do my Patreon readings. I'm just going to let the cards jump out. Spreads kind of put like a time frame on it. And even with my YouTube readings, just to be quite honest with you, that's fine. Everybody, you can disagree if you like to disagree. That's fine. I ain't going to tell somebody what to think or feel. We all have we must do everything to get others' attention. I do disagree with that. We won't have to get into a debate. We don't have to get into a debate. No, we're not going to go there. Anyway, So in regards to how I'm going to do these spreads and even my YouTube readings moving forward, I don't think I'm going to put time on it anymore because timelines are a really big thing right now. And if we have to stick to, okay, this is for the week of this with my weekly readings, it doesn't work that way. Like time is fluid. Time is very fluid. And it's all going to hit us at different times depending on what we're doing, how we're doing it, and who we're involved with. So, just fix that deck because it kept falling over. I guess we're supposed to be using it because it's driving me crazy. So we're going to be using beautiful creatures. Ain't nobody got the time. That's only intention I want because I don't need attention from anybody because I have everything I need when the universe gives it to me, right? We're always provided for. Only attention that I want is from healthy, balanced connections that are always going to come my way, right? They're always going to come my way. They will present themselves when they're meant for me. But I don't need, you know, that's just that word. Okay, so let's see. Why this deck giving me such a hard time? It's like my shadow deck, so I'm sure we're gonna get some low vibe stuff come out, especially if some of you were just triggered in the last 5 minutes or so. All right, so let's see what's going on. Show me what I need to see for the collective. Page of Pentacles, reliability. There's that need to be willing to build again. King of Pentacles, loyalty. Oh, wow. I love this together. This is where we're heading. This is what the fear is around, though. That's really what the fear is around. It's kind of, I want it so bad. I want to build it so bad. But what if it doesn't stay? What if I lose it, right? And it's that what if, that little devil on the shoulder. And let's talk about the devil really quick because not only have I been watching the Netflix series Lucifer again, but at the same time, okay, Arby, well, I hope you have a great day. We are just going to yeah. Some people are just going to stir the pot right now, okay? So we don't need to welcome that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. It's bound to happen. Like everybody is on different wavelengths. Some are still on the beach. Okay. I can't. So Paige, like as I'm pulling the shadow deck, like as I'm getting ready to pull cards on the shadow, that starts. I'm just like, oy vey. I got no problem with it. It's just we don't need that killing our vibe, you know? So anyway, King of Pentacles, there's the loyalty, stability, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, the reliability. This is a lot of, I know it's earth energy, but it's a lot of hard, I can't get over that. That was my trigger. That was my trigger. I'm not good with stirring the pot. I don't do well with that. I'm just like, bye. Anyway, stop, Jordan. Stop. Okay. We're heading into this place where it's like I'm kind of in the point in my life where I need that security. Not need. We're getting rid of that word today. We don't need anything. I'm going to build my own security because it's what I deserve. I'm going to build my own security within my connections, within myself, within my environment, because it's going to help me have a better mental and emotional state, right? And that's what's really important right now, because let's be honest, 2020 has been a damn roller coaster. I don't want to say a mess because it's not really messing things up. It's breaking down what we no longer need, right? And I'm actually a really big fan of that. So I like the King of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. It's kind of like working towards what we want to become. Yep, there's the Magician, but the fear of not knowing how, I feel like this is the unacknowledged power. Like, guys, we're powerful. Like, let's just be blunt. Magic is real. Like, collective consciousness is real. So for those of you who have had Reiki sessions with me, right? And you're like, Laura, perfect example. If you do, can I talk about our session really quick? I love you guys too. I appreciate it. Yeah, that was me taming my masculine in that moment. I was like, don't you damn snap. Okay, so I had a Reiki session with Laura last week, and at the end, so with Reiki, people sometimes see things, feel things, experience things. And I always ask, do you want me to tell you what I see? Because I do a lot of visions. I'm clairvoyant, clairaudient, so I see a lot. And we were talking about, okay, well, I see a jellyfish. I see a volcano, which I also mentioned in the Scorpio reading, and she has a lot of Scorpio. She's like, I saw the same things. That's the magic of a collective consciousness. We're all capable of, you can see things in your mind's eye. You can feel things energetically. We talked about how we both feel our arms and hands twisting, because that's how energy works. Energy is in a vortex. So typically when you have a Reiki session, if you feel tingling and sensations in your hands and your legs, it's the energy flowing through you to bring in that divine white light to realign you for big shifts like this and just keep you aligned in general, right? But the only reason we have why readings resonate, right? It's because we're all in one big bucket of consciousness. And all we need to do is practice expanding that consciousness so we can all truly see it clearly, so we can all understand it. And that's why we have so much in common with the general reads, right? Because we're just tapping into the collective consciousness. I hope that made sense. I don't know where I was going with that, but for some reason that felt important to talk about. Like, magic is, oh, powerful. That's why. Thank you. Because we're all powerful, right? So if you don't think that you can see things, or you can do tarot, or you can be a Reiki master, you can. But everything is a practice. 8 of Pentacles is the practice card, and that leads to the 10 of Pentacles. So be diligent with that. If a lot of you need to realize your power right now, that's the biggest thing. 4 of Cups. Again, this, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. That's really what I get with this. It's kind of like, I know it's being offered to me, but I don't know if I can do it. And it's just kind of like, do I want it? Do I want it? And I think you want it. And I think it's just more this how. Don't worry about the how. Just follow your intuition. If you feel the urge to do it, do it. Like, I woke up this morning and Poseidon, I always say Hecate, but then like when I go to actually say it, I want to say Hecate, but in my head it's Hecate. Weird, I know. And then Bass were all yelling at me this morning to just stop doing my weekly readings on YouTube with a specific time. And we had this big old debate about timelines. And I was like, okay, you got a point. I get you. So I still will post my weekly readings, but they might not have like a specific week because time's fluid. You could have already experienced it. You could have already had it a year ago. You could be going through it now, or it could happen a week from now, you know? And I know you guys already experienced that even when I do the timeline on it. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So I like what we got here. After the 4 of Cups, we had Temperance and the 8 of Swords. We're healing this over analytical mindset. We're healing the overthinking of everything. That's really, it's balancing the excess, because the 8 of Swords is that self-imposed excess of going. And Temperance is all about the moderation, the balance, the give and take. I really like that. Sagittarius energy with Temperance on the board. Mercury energy with the Magician. I'm a big fan of that. Okay. Tarot Illuminati. I haven't added this one to my description box down below yet, so I'm sorry, but it is available on Amazon. I adore it. I was drawn to get it just for all things spiritual. Oh, my Lanta. Trying to do something here. Stop it. Just stop it. Okay. So. Let's look at this King of Pentacles. I keep hearing where you're heading, where you're heading, where you're heading. This is very grounded, very practical. Yes, I would definitely get this deck. It's just, I was skeptical. I was skeptical for a long time because it's such like a raved about deck, but I don't know. I love it. When I use it, it's just, it's more of like divinity than it is like day-to-day things. Like some decks are love, some decks are for work, some are for day-to-day. This is like definitely divinity. Why is the King of Pentacles here? They show me the Ten of Swords. Page of Pentacles, Death in reverse, Lovers in reverse, Five of Wands. I just heard learning to make decisions. I actually really like this. This feels like that's, as soon as these cards came out though, my head got heavy. So this is kind of, this is that inner conflict around connections, but it's also around making decisions. This is almost like an Eight of Swords with this. It really is. Gemini energy with the Lovers in reverse. The Five of Wands is a lot about determination. It's also about drama and conflict though, because fives are indicative of conflict. Wands is determination, is that passion though. And with that in reverse, it's almost like the fear of moving toward a strong connection, but it's also the fear of making decisions. It's that, I just heard recklessness. It's almost like, am I being impulsive by doing this? And I think that's where the Eight of Swords comes in, that overthinking, like, should I really do this? Should I really do this? That's coming to an end because you're realizing that for a new beginning, you need to take steps forward. You need to start building, right? It's going to happen one pentacle at a time. It's not going to be like an instantaneous overnight process. That triggers my shadow too. When people are like, well, I manifested it and it's not here yet. I'm like, it doesn't work that way. You need to be in the right position to actually receive what you're trying to manifest. And that means being yourself, healing yourself, working on yourself. So let's look at the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, don't be scared of moving forward right now, guys. Really don't. Oh, there's a fear. Five of Pentacles, the fear of loss, the fear of abandonment also, and that's what is on the Page of Pentacles again. So we had the Page of Pentacles on the rebirth, right, with death, and now clarifying that Page of Pentacles is that fear of loss, the fear of not being able to, I want to say reach the 10, like reach the 10 of Pentacles. You can definitely reach the 10 of Pentacles, but you need to actually genuinely believe that. Like, I will walk around my house and scream to myself till I freaking believe it. I'm like, I am abundant. I am so powerful. I can create anything and everything I want. And I will say it just like that to myself, like a psycho, walking around in my apartment, waving my finger, like I'm all that. And if that's what you need to do, it's what you need to do, but you need to really feel it and embody it and shamelessly be yourself about it. Like, just don't care. Right? Don't hold on to it so tight, because it's when you hold on to it so tight that you constrict it. You don't give it the room to kind of come in. What's poking out here? The Knight of Pentacles. Oh, I love this. It's time to move away from that. It's time to move away from that. It's just time to take action. Don't be scared right now, guys. It's time to truly like be diligent, like set a goal and say, you know what, I'm going to do it. And even if I wake up tomorrow and I don't feel like doing it, I'm going to hit pause as soon as I wake up and take 5 minutes to say, you know what, Patty, you're going to wake up today. You're going to have a bomb ass day. You know what, Laura, you're going to wake up today and you're going to be 10 steps closer to your goals. You know, you're going to be able to do everything you need to do exactly when it needs to get done. This is divine timing. We are in stagnancy. I'm shocked the Hangman hasn't come out yet, but let's look at the Magician. I think that things are still manifesting in the background with the Magician in reverse. Yep, there's the Knight of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Six of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. Some of you need to dive deep into yourself and figure out, what do you actually want? Like, what genuinely makes you happy? And what's your truth, right? What is your truth? What is it? You guys too. Like, I'm here to genuinely help you, okay? And this, having the channel actually helps me because, one, I don't like a lot of attention, so starting this was a big thing for me. And also, public speaking is like my downfall. But this is pretty chill. I dig it. I dig it. But like, helping you helps me because this is collective. Okay, so saying this to other people, like, trust me, I'm taking it for myself as well. There's a need to really try and figure out what really makes you happy. Like, is the victory you have in mind actually the victory you want? Like, is this picture you have in your environment, with your connections, with your family, friends, all that. Is that really what you want? Or is it kind of something that's been imposed upon you? Is it something that people threw on you and you're like, oh, that must be what's going to make me happy because it's what everybody else in the world is talking about that makes them happy, you know, money, sex, big house. Maybe that won't make you happy. Maybe having a tiny house and traveling the country and having a really minimalistic life is what's going to make you happy. What's your 9 of Cups? There's a need to really look at that right now. And that's why we're in the timeout, because it's a time to manifest. And how can you manifest what's of your highest good if you don't really know what you really want? Okay. So that's what the 4 of Swords and the Knight of Swords is about. Taking that time out to rest and really dive deep into yourself. A lot of meditation. And if you have things to do, guys, I'm not saying to spend 2-3 hours meditating, but wake up in the morning, throw on some headphones and spend 20 minutes talking to your higher self, trying to figure out what do I really want to go after, okay? Let's look at the 4 of Cups. I want to say what you're resisting with this 4 of Cups energy. Yep, the Fool and the Queen of Cups. There's that Cancer energy, Cancer and Venus, that feminine energy, needing to be vulnerable, needing to open up to the opportunities presenting themselves to you, okay? Some of you are actually scared of your intuition. Some of you are really struggling. Some of you are really struggling with the idea of what's my intuition and what's my ego? Like what's fear and doubt and what's my intuition protecting me, right? And in order to decipher between that, you need to really connect with your higher self. You need to do those meditations. You need to be mindful of, I personally did a lot of journaling. Like, what are my fears, right? I literally wrote, what am I scared of? And I'm a Capricorn rising. So of course, the very first thing is failure, you know, failure, betrayal, defeat, right? Not having the opportunities to move forward. And it's time to recognize that, because then when you're struggling to decipher between fear and your higher self, you're going to know your list of fears. You're going to know what your obstacles are. And you're going to say, okay, ask yourself, am I genuinely scared of it? Yes or no? And on top of that, is that fear staying in the way of me pursuing it that I really actually enjoy doing and really want to go after and think I'd be great at if nothing's standing in my way? Like, do that. Hold up, Buttercup. Like, are you for real going to block yourself from something that could be freaking amazing because you're scared that it won't be? You don't even know. You haven't even tried. And let's say you try it and God forbid it don't work. That's because something better is coming, but you needed the experience to learn that. Every experience is going to teach you something. Please do not hesitate if you want to go towards something right now, and have full confidence that's going to be successful. Okay, and I really need to say, pay attention to synchronicities that you're saying. So if you see 12-12 on the clock, I almost want to say 12-12-12. Why? I don't know. I've been keeping a journal. The only real alone time I get is in the shower. Yeah, me and Laura were talking about that during our session as well. Sorry, Laura, I'm like putting you on blast right now. We were talking about like grounding and centering in the shower, like picturing the water being the white light cleansing the body. It's time to really be mindful of what people, environments, and substances, I really want to say, that you put yourself around. So if you have vices, whether it be overeating, maybe you smoke hella weed, maybe you drink a lot, maybe you smoke cigarettes, you know, doesn't matter. But if you know something's working to your detriment, this is a time to be gone. Be gone. We don't have time for it anymore. Myself included. I've done some dumb stuff the past 3 days, and I'm like, why did you do that? You know you shouldn't be doing that. And it's just like, for some, there's a big focus on health and caring for the body right now, okay? Yes, the shower is a really good spot to be doing all of that. Yeah, exactly. So let's look at Temperance. That was quick. The High Priestess. Talk about divinity. Talk about divinity. Pisces energy with the High Priestess. Sagittarius energy with the Temperance card. This feels amazing. This just feels like, it just feels like the shower. It just feels like the cleansing, like the learning what's the excess, because now you're learning that discernment, that higher consciousness, connecting with the higher self. I really adore this. I want more on this. There's a lot more, and it feels really nice. Yep, there's the Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy, and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this is what we're healing. I feel like this is respecting self. This is a lot of respecting self. I know a very strange combination to say that, but it is. It's almost like I need to learn to take my time alone to serve me. Nine of Pentacles and the Hermit, right? Because that's going to open up my intuition. It's going to connect me with my higher self. It's going to show me a lot of self-care. And that's what needs to be healed now, because collectively we've been seeking a lot of validation from the people around us. That needs to stop. That needs to stop. It's not healthy. Whether it be parents, whether it be siblings, whether it be friends, whether it be a work environment, wanting validation from your boss that you're a great employee, like never feeling enough. You need to find that within you, and then it will be reflected externally. And that's a very hard lesson, but that's why things are so stagnant right now. Because collectively, as a world, we're going through that. And it's going to be on such different spectrums. Like some of you are at the very bottom of that spectrum. Some of you have a great self-esteem, and it's just like that last little bit to heal, right? And others of you are halfway there, but you need to love yourself enough to not compare yourself to where someone else is on their path. Like, okay, cool, Jordan, like you're feeling great. Why am I feeling so crappy? Well, you know, that's why I'm here to help, right? Everything is... Who was like, Laura, let me know if I was talking to you about this or if it was somebody else. I think it was one of my personal readings yesterday. Yes, it was. It was my morning one. We were talking about timelines and awakenings with people. So energy, that's why I want to get rid of okay, this reading's for this week, because this is how energy works. So you have a beam of energy coming down to the planet, and let's say it's a lesson. So whatever this lesson, if I'm up here, it hits me first. And then it's going to hit, let's say Laura's below me. And then it hits Picky Nikki. And then it hits GM, and then it hits Shane. You know, it's going to just keep going, depending on where you are on your journey, on your path. That's why time is fluid, okay? So be patient with yourself and do not compare yourself to other people around you. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're at different timelines. You're on different places in your journey, and that's okay, because that's your journey. Your journey and my journey, they might intertwine at points, but they're not the same, okay? They're not the same, and that's okay. That is okay. It's freaking okay. Like, I just want to scream that, because I think a lot of people are like, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. You're exactly where the hell you're supposed to be. Chill out. Chill out. Okay? Stop bugging. Where are you supposed to be? If you're not supposed to be here right now, where are you supposed to be? Tell me. Because if you think that you're supposed to be there, that's a self-limiting belief. Why are you putting an expectation? Who made that belief? Who made that expectation? You probably did, or somebody really controlling around you probably did. Is that really what you want, or is it just what you believe you want because it's been imposed upon you? There's a difference. Learn to decipher that. Let's look at the Eight of Swords. Three of Pentacles. Getting out of your head about how you want to build. About damn time. I'm ready to build. I'm done overthinking it. I'm ready to do it. Page of Swords, look at you. The Page of Swords in reverse, but how do I do it? It's driving me crazy. How do I do it? How do I do it? Guys, don't worry about the how. Just take that little baby step to actually do it. This is, I want to actually look at the pages. Ooh, okay. Okay, we're going here. So I've only used this this is probably actually one of my first decks. It's Revelations Tarot. And Laura, I could literally hear you laughing right now. So let's get into this. I don't use this deck often. It didn't really, if you're a tarot reader and you have decks that you don't resonate with, but you were called to buy, I promise you at some point it's going to bubble up and you're like, okay, I'm ready to use this bad boy. That's this deck for me. It's a really interesting deck. You'll see in a second. I want to look at this Page of Swords in reverse, because this feels like, it does feel like the overthinking, but it feels like confusion, because like my head's getting very foggy with it. Why is the Page of Swords here? Death in reverse, love it. The Star in reverse, Three of Pentacles, Temperance, the World, and the Knight of Pentacles. Look at all that damn transformative energy. And bottom of the deck, King of Wands. Okay, so if you see in this deck, you see at the bottom how there's another face. It has an upright and a reversal kind of mirror image on it. And that's why, like, when I started reading tarot, I wasn't a big fan of it because it's kind of confusing intuitively. But now that my intuition's like way better, I'm feeling it and I love it. I dig it. Okay, so we have Death and the Star that came out. Second chances on missed opportunities is really what I feel like this. This is that reconciliation. This is okay. Some of you didn't even have a serious relationship with this person and they are coming back and it's kind of like you felt a strong pull, but it didn't go anywhere. It's time to make that shit happen. You both had things to do though. You both had major shifts to make individually. And that's what's currently going on. Don't let pride and ego get in the way. If you're like, it's their turn to message me, that's pride and ego. Out the window. If you got something to say it nicely. Nicely, masculines. Don't be pushy. Don't be pushy because I'll wave this finger at you all day. Yeah, I know it's annoying, but listen, when things annoy us or trigger us, it's because there's a lesson in it. I am going through this too. And let me tell you, when you actually face it though, it's freaking amazing. It's coming back for a reason. It's coming back for a really good reason. Because look at this Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles and the Temperance. There's a lot of healing and building to do with this person. I do feel that this entails another person. I do. Oh yeah, headaches. Welcome to the big old beam of Lionsgate light shining down on us right now, blasting your damn brain open. It is a bundle. You're so funny. 3 lessons in one. 1 headache and 3 lessons. Beautiful. It's so true though. Guys, I can feel the resistance with this though. Some of you, it makes the heart space really curl up. It's like, I don't want to deal with you again. Like this it was so annoying. It was so frustrating. It was so stagnant. And I don't want to feel so for you, whatever your so is, and then you leave again. That's really what it feels like. And it's kind of heartbreak, like 3 of Swords energy. And that's what cuts off the communication. It's like, I don't want to be vulnerable. I don't want to tell you what I want to feel. But that's why they're coming in to heal that, to work with you. Because mind you, the masculine and the feminine are learning to be vulnerable. So this isn't just within you. This is going on within you and your person, you and these dynamics. Exactly. Feminine's going to have trust issues and skeptical kind of mindset right now. And be mindful of that. Like, maybe even communicate with them. Like, listen, I'm a little skeptical of entertaining this again because of our history. And I just want you to know that if I'm a little standoffish, that's why, right? But there's a need for transparency for sure. So then we have the World and the Knight of Pentacles. Going to a brand new cycle together, building together. Wow. I actually really like this. So my camera is so far away. Why won't it show me my battery? I want to see how much battery I have on my camera because I was going to let you guys pick what do you want me to focus on for another spread. I just want to hang out with you guys. I know I was absent last week. I had a lot to do and I have to serve self first sometimes too, you know? If I'm not healthy, I can't give you guys healthy messages. So it's a two-way street. What do you want me to do a spread on? Do you want me to do a spread on romance? Do you want me to do a spread on work and business? Do you want me to do a spread on what do we most, well, that's kind of what we just did, what we most need to hear. But if you have something specific, let me know. Chat it up, buttercup. You got me. And then I'm going to be doing some. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. So my friends, thank you. Why? Don't. I'm so bad with like receiving things. I'm just going to be honest, guys. Like that's my last little bit of healing. Like that's why I'm reading that book. You're a badass at making money. I have a really bad relationship with money. So when I get like super chats and stuff, like I'm super grateful, but it does make me so uncomfortable. I'm like, oh my God, what do I do now? Like I freak out. And it's something that I need to heal. So like, I'm human. Like I promise you, like I'm human. I'm going through this stuff too, but that's like my hardest one. Like I have like a really bad connotation with money, and I'm fixing it, and I'm abundant, and everything's going to be fine. I don't have to worry about it. And this is how I fix my brain. And I just keep saying this over and over to myself. Okay. Romance, baby, is my man's with his Libra wishy-washy self. Yeah. Yeah, Libras, we're really over analytical. If you have somebody that has like a Libra and Venus though too, it's this is why I connect with you. Oh yeah, I'm not good with compliments. It took me a long time to get used to them. I will say my old self wasn't good with compliments. Like as you do your healing, you realize like your worth, you realize how powerful you are. And it's so strange because even when you start to see visions and whatnot, right, and you start to open up your intuition, your animals, like if you have spirit guides or spirit animals, I am very earthy, so I really like pagan stuff. I don't really claim like Wicca, Druid, anything like that. Just whatever floats my boat is what I go to. Like I even study some Hinduism. Like I've currently been working with Lakshmi for like 3-4 weeks, and it's been amazing. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, as you connect with your higher self, not only are you going to evolve, but you're literally going to see your guides change with you, which is really interesting. So like I used to have like one white cobra that was like a normal size, and then it turned into this massive white cobra. Then I have a black and a white cobra. And now over the last month, they've merged into one. And now when I'm laying in bed at night, I see them like taking up my entire room. They are that big. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't like snakes, but you are my guide. So we're going to make it work. New energies coming in. Oh, I actually like that one. We might get a little redundancy. 11133 on the timer. Just saying. Just saying. Let's use Mystical Shaman for that. Let's see what new energies are coming toward us. Why am I hesitant to grab this? Let's do Sacred Destiny. I don't really use this deck often. For those of you, I don't know, this came through for a few other readings. This is just it's a very touchy channel, to be honest with you. I don't like topics like this. For those of you who may be pregnant or trying to get pregnant, be very mindful of your health right now. Very mindful, okay? Not only are we going through this big energy shift, but you're literally lining up to bring like birth to the world, okay? So really be mindful, everybody, whether you're pregnant or not, honestly, of how you're treating yourself right now on all levels. Like if women, you don't like how your body looks, stand butt naked in front of the mirror and tell yourself how freaking beautiful you are right now. Same goes for you men, okay? Because let's be honest. If Joe Rogan can post a picture of himself with a kissy face and look like a female from a face swap app, nothing online is real. Okay? Just be mindful of that. Go ahead and look it up. Type in Joe Rogan kissy face swap. Okay? You'll see what I'm talking about. There's things in the media that are going to be coming out the rest of the year that are going to shed some light on a lot of lies, on a lot of illusions that we've been fed. Okay? So it's time to serve self. It's time to love self. It's time not to fall into all the standards that have been set on us. Okay, that came through a lot. There's a lot of self-love that needs to be happening right now. Okay, we're really fucking powerful. Okay. Yes, definitely. And that's hard to do. Like I do that and I will bawl my eyes out. I'm like, oh my God, because we're all critical. Like to some extent, we are all critical, right? Whether it be your teeth, how your eyes are, if your eyelashes aren't long enough, if you aren't as muscular as the dude next to you, if you aren't as thin or fit as the girl next to you, right? Everything is beautiful. and everything is exactly how it's meant to be. So let's see what new energies are coming for us. Do you guys want me to do for the upcoming week? Do you want a time frame on this? Let's see. I'm so glad you did this. Yeah, it is hard. It is hard for sure. Okay, let's see just what new energies are coming toward the collective. What new energies are heading towards the collective? What new energies are heading towards the collective? Yeah, I agree. No time. Time's fluid. It's going to hit us all differently. Some of you might already be feeling this new energy. I know I am. But I know for me personally, it's going to take another 2 or 3 weeks, honestly. The end of August is when shit's going to pick up. Let's see. It's way too many. What new energies are heading towards the collective? What new energies are heading towards the collective? Stillness, community, solitude. Wow. Look at just, this is like peace, love, happiness, basically, like very like hippie energy right here. Look at, it's just, and wow, that's crazy. Look at the rainbow, how the way I'm holding it immediately went to this card. That's crazy. That's nuts. That kind of reminds me of collective consciousness. Like we're all being connected, like we're all interconnected, intertwined, and it's community and stillness. This is the workover of the masculine and the feminine, the balance between the two. This is that stillness and community. It's learning how to build things with others, but also build within yourself. I actually really like this. I really like this. Solitude, though, this is that need for that hermit energy. This is the need to take that step back. Very redundant. It is redundant, but I don't mind it. It's just really nice to actually have that come through, though. Because I think we all need a little bit of hope right now. It's been a rough year, guys. And we're going to have, guys, Poseidon's been coming up to me left and right. And there's been a lot of tsunami imagery that I've been getting. So I feel it coming. I really do. I don't think it's going to be in the US, but where you're prone to that kind of stuff. I don't know. Don't fall into the fear too much, but I just have to say it for some reason because Poseidon's like literally just every time I look at cards, it's like his face. I'm like, okay, well, I can't really see. Oh, you're back. Okay, I get you. Let's look at community. I want to see what community is about. I'm going to be using Revelations Tarot for this again. Why is community here for the collective? And the energy is coming toward us. Why is community here for the collective? Some of you are meant to build this business with this person, and that's not easy because there is a lot of lack of trust between the two of you. Yep, there's the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. I rather do it myself because I associate you with pain. Yep. Okay. Let me focus. Sorry. Tell me more about community. Judgment in reverse and the Empress. There's the feminine, the fear, the doubt, the fear of giving into the vulnerability, giving into the intuition. I'm so happy the Empress finally came out. So this is the feminine's lack of trust in the masculine to actually be able to sustain. Hey, Shane, how are you? You came in late. You missed like an hour and 20 minutes. Where are you at? You had one job. Just kidding. Then you have the 10 of Pentacles. So you went from the 9 to the 10. So when you open up to the feminine and the masculine coming together, that's what's going to create the stability. Some of you are really resisting working with this person. And I understand that there's a 10 of Swords here. But when you listen to that call, when you listen to the divine guiding you toward this, it's because they're part of it. They're part of it with you. Whether that be they're your partner romantically to be your support system throughout this process, or they're building the actual business with you, but they're part of the path with you. They are. If you want to dive into, this isn't going to be for everybody. Obviously, it's a collective reading. This is the overall energy. But if you want to dive into your own personal situation, go ahead and book a personal reading with me. That's fine. I love personal readings. I do. Yeah. You can't ignore the red flags. And we all do that, though. Like, we see the potential in somebody, right? And that's what creates this Nine of Swords energy, that overthinking, the fear, the anxiety. We see the potential in somebody, and then when they don't meet that image of them that we've made in our mind because we know their potential, then we're disappointed and we're hurt. And it's like, damn, I didn't realize that they were at a different path in their journey. They had healing to do still. I'm guilty of that. That's what happened with me and my twin. So, and I honestly didn't think I was ever going to meet my twin. And here they are. Let's look at stillness. Yeah. The calm before the storm, right? The storm as in the victory, to be honest with you. Six of Wands in reverse. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming, but it's just like we need to allow it to flow. Need to allow it to flow. Yep, Chariot and the Sun. Oh my God, look how beautiful that is. Cancer, Leo energy. It's just absolutely, I love this. Yeah, so do Picky Nikki. And first time clients for the month of August have $10 off anyway. Just message me so I can apply the discount. So if you have like any service that's an hour longer, you get $10 off in August right now. Why am I losing my voice? So we have the Sun, Leo energy, and then the Chariot. This just feels amazing. Like this is like being open to incredible opportunities. Like it's not just like a Six of Wands. It's a fucking Chariot. Okay? Yeah, we whispered it. It's a fucking Chariot. Chariot. I love it. Let's get more. Actually, I'm going to clarify these with a different deck. Why solitude here? Four of Cups. Yes. It's that time to address what's been holding you back from accepting what's being offered to you. It's time to address that. And that's what the Hermit mode's for. Why have I not been allowing myself to have what I want? Why have I been blocking my 10 of Cups? Dun, 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 dun. My happiness, my love, my fulfillment, everything that makes me feel emotionally stable. And between the 10 and the 4 is the Six of Cups, the soulmate energy, the past life connection. Just saying, oh, my Lanta, bottom of the deck, the world. I love it. Absolutely love it. Guys, this is a massive shift, but it's calling in like if you, oh, okay. So we're going to have, so if you have, this sucks, this part sucks, but it's because great shit's coming. Some of you have to say goodbye to people that are like family to you. So if you have really close friends, really close family members, maybe, you know, and you're just getting at this awkward stage where you're like, why do I not want to be around you? Why do I not want to talk to you? It's because your vibration's changing and you don't resonate with each other anymore. I'm experiencing this myself. I really am, with a few people in my life that have been my rocks. And I'm just like, why do I not want to be around you? Like, why do I not want to talk to you? And it's just because you're changing a vibration and they're not part of your path anymore. They kind of serve their purpose. It doesn't mean they can't be in your life, but it just means that that connection might not be as significant anymore in your life as others that were coming in. And that it's like that bittersweet. It's like, I love you, but I might have to distance myself a little bit. And that's kind of like the heartbreak energy. I don't like that one. I don't like it, but I understand it. You know, it's kind of like, yeah, exactly. I'm having this with one of my closest friends, like my closest friend. And it's like the hardest thing for me to accept. And I'll probably cry if we keep talking about it. So we're going to change the topic. It's very hard. It's not fun. Let's use Manga Tarot. Let's look at this. Okay, we're going to dive into this more. They're like, nope, you don't get to not talk about it. Okay, Spirit, I see what you did there. I see what you did. Time to be vulnerable, Jordan. You're part of the collective too. Okay. Thanks, Poseidon. Just keep calling me out. That's cool. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, this is like heartbreaking though, because these connections, it's not like those acquaintances, you know, it's like genuine connections. And that's the hard thing about it. It's like people we actually have genuine love for. And it's just like randomly like this almost like irritation for myself, at least with certain people. It's like, God, I used to talk to you every single day. Like, used to be like my go-to to FaceTime, to text. And now I just kind of want some space. Like, I just want to be left alone. Sometimes you just need to be accepting of it. So let's look at the Four of Cups. This kind of feels like disappointment, but understanding the disappointment, like knowing it's necessary. Yep. Let's look at the Four of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups here? The resistance to letting it go a little bit, but knowing it has to. Like, intuitively, you know the tower's coming. Like, you know it. I don't like this. It makes me so sad. But it's so necessary is the thing. And it's just bittersweet. It's like, I'm not going to mourn it, but like, it hurts me. It hurts my heart space, but like, I will always love you. But it's just, we don't resonate like that anymore. Yep, there's the Fool, the King of Cups, the Hermit, and the Three of Pentacles. So honestly, it's kind of just like a trade out. It's like this one person, yeah, look what fell out right on top of the Queen of Cups with the Tower. There's that resistance. It's like the looking back. Like, I want it, but I don't know if I should really walk away from it yet. Is it okay for me to release this person now? Yeah, but that's what I'm here for. I'm here to trigger you so you can address what is burdened deep down in there. But this person, it's not that they've done anything wrong. It's just you two don't resonate anymore. It's a very loving, and it's just that I don't want to walk away, but I have to. Like, this doesn't feel deceptive. It's just like, it's just space. It hurts, right? But this is the new beginning that's trying to come in, is with your King of Cups. So we have the King and Queen of Cups now. That's what's trying to come in. And you know it. You know intuitively this is very counterpart-y. Then we have the Hermit and the Three of Pentacles, because it's time for you two to work together. You're just thinking about this. Like, do I really want to start working with this person again? I do want to say again, because it does feel like somebody from the past. Let's look at the Ten of Cups. And then I'll close it out with Romance Angels. And I do want to pull from, what's that called? The Universe Has My Back. Okay, what's going on in my tarot deck right now? What just happened? Okay. Why is the Ten of Cups? Okay. Just all over. Why is the Ten of Cups here for the collective? There's Death and the Nine of Cups. And the Three of Wands, all in reverse. This is almost like not allowing yourself to be happy. Like, it's here, it's presenting itself, it's right in front of you, and you know it. And it's just, the delay, I think, is actually releasing this connection, releasing the people that no longer serve you. It's very straightforward. Because with Death there, Scorpio energy, it's like, I do want to be happy, but I don't know if this is how I'm going to be happy by accepting my King of Cups. Because it feels deceptive to leave somebody who I love so much, who's been so loyal to me. And this feels like a friend. It doesn't feel like romance, whoever you're leaving behind. It does feel like friend or family. It doesn't feel romantic. But it's almost like they're not part of the path anymore. And this actual very deep, this feels romance. This romantic connection is actually coming in almost to fill that void, but also to elevate you. It feels really nice, but it's just like there's the resistance to accepting the Ten of Cups from the King, because it's that guilt. It just feels like guilt. Like, I have this great opportunity that I know is going to bring me happiness, but I'm really resisting letting go of what's familiar. But that's change, right? That's change. Whee! Bottom of the deck. Yeah. Strength in reverse. Don't really need to explain that. I don't think it's a lack of courage. It's just like that lethargy, like that, damn, this sucks, but I know it has to happen kind of thing. Show me what I need to see for the collective about the current energies in regards to love and romance. What do I need to see for the collective? They're showing me the card Deception in this deck, but they're also telling me that's the feminine energy. I think that's that skeptical mindset. I won't be shocked if codependency comes out. First card out. I'm sorry, what? Are you shocked? I'm not shocked. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. I'm not shocked. Okay, what else do we have for the collective? No! Make the effort. Yeah. And then we have stay optimistic about your love life and retreat. That came out together. Then make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. That's learning to listen to the intuition over the fear for those of you who know that you're supposed to be connecting with someone and might be a little resistant to it. And this is the needing to go within in order to connect with your higher self and actually manifest that positivity versus sitting in that mindset of scarcity. Oh shit, I want to clarify these two. Well, we'll do that after this because I want to see what the sun and the chariot are, what all that is. I can't believe I forgot that. Ironically enough, pay attention to red flags, separation, and honeymoon. Bottom of the deck, very soon, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. The signs are cautioning you. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. I do think this is the person we're leaving behind, that friend or family member. I think you realize that energetically they're just not at the same vibe as you. They might be stressful or just irritating to be around right now. And then we have enjoyed the bliss of holiday time together. Honeymoon's also about like disconnect from everybody around you though. Like think about it. Think about what a honeymoon is. It's you and your person kind of separating from everybody else to do your own thing and to enjoy each other. I do think that's what the King of Cups. I think you know that's healthy. Like this is what's healthy, to enjoy the energy of this person versus hanging on to somebody because you do have love for them and they're familiar, but they're not serving you anymore. So it needs to be released. Okay, I guess let's use Cosmic Tarot for the Sun and the Chariot. And then I'll close it out because we're at an hour and 30 minutes already. Holy hell. Why is the Sun here? Show me what I need to see about the Sun, please, Spirit. Show me what I need to see about the Sun, please, Spirit. Six of Swords, 10 of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Cups. It's allowing yourself to move towards a 10. You have the 10 of Cups again. But that's what's trying to come in. But there's that need to be vulnerable, be willing to move away from what doesn't serve you anymore. Because the Six of Swords is moving away from the Five of Swords, the conflict, right? Those energies that don't resonate, that just stir the pot, basically. The Page of Cups is that vulnerability, the emotional space finally. Okay, I can love now. I can do it now because I know it's attainable. I know I can have the 10 of Cups. There is the scarcity mindset that the 10 of Cups will last, though. Like I'm feeling that. Yep, Wheel of Fortune on it, 9 of Pentacles, and the Tower, Page of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. You're heading towards a lot of stability, but the change needs to happen. We're in the Tower. That's why I think it keeps coming out in reverse. Like we're in the Tower. I think we all know that, right? We know that. We're in the Tower. We're in the shift. We're seeing it in politics, economy, and the world right now. It's going to be through the end of 2020 that this is going to unfold. But this is all pushing you towards that mini Empress energy, that 9 of Pentacles energy, that stability, that inner knowing, balancing your own extremes, right? That's what I really get with the 4 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles, learning to balance your extremes. And that's where the enlightenment, that sun, that happiness energy is coming from. Then we have the Page of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. This is learning how to plant your seeds for the future, knowing what steps to take to have things work out in your favor. And they will, because Jupiter energy with the Wheel of Fortune is all about good fortune, good luck, prosperity, abundance. Let's look at the Chariot. And then I'll let you guys pick what deck to close out with, actually. I kind of want to close out with Goddess Guidance again, to be honest. Am I really taking all of these? Oh, no, we're not doing all that. Am I? No. We're going to reshuffle this because I was talking about that deck. That was like 12 cards. Show me what I need to see about the Chariot for the collective. Why is the Chariot here? Yeah, it's manifesting. You've already manifested whatever this is. It's just needing time to come in. Because remember, the Chariot's what's clarifying the stillness. the stagnancy right now. It's already manifested. It's just manifested energetically. It hasn't come into the material world. That's really what that feels like. Then we have the Knight of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Chariot in reverse. It's manifested, but there's that fear of accepting the offer from your person because you're scared of the stagnancy again and the heartache. But it's coming. I actually don't mind this Knight of Wands. I typically hate the Knight of Wands. I don't mind it. One more on the Chariot. Yep, there's your Emperor. So now we have an Emperor, and where's my Empress? I know we had an Empress somewhere in a previous spread probably, but you're almost expecting the masculine energy to be controlling and not willing to work with you and expecting the pain. So try and get out of that mindset. Very redundant. Okay, let's see. Accepting different vibrations, irritating. Yeah, it is irritating. I need some of that time. So true. I almost feel selfish holding on when I know for sure. I'm not feeling it, Dux. I should start buying some. Yeah, this is Cosmic Tarot. I really like Cosmic Tarot. It's so strange. I had a personal reading yesterday, and I'm typically only drawn to this deck when the Ten of Swords came out, and I literally said that to her. And then her overall energy was the Ten of Swords. I was like, oh, there we go. There it is. Okay, so here's what I will offer. I will pull from Animal Spirit Oracle for some advice. And this kind of taps into just like, for example, whale spirit, trust the great mystery. Freedom is yours. Be loyal to what you love. Transformation. You know the messages from this one. Thank you. Thank you, Patty. I appreciate it. Then we could do Wisdom of the Oracle, which has love, work, and overall messages in it. Or I can do Mystical Shaman, and this is like really, this is a lot of divinity. So you let me know. You want Wisdom, Mystical, Animal. All right, so we got one for Animal. Okay. I think I'm going to put Mystical Shaman away. I think I'm going to pull from Animal, and I'll get one from Wisdom because they're telling me Wisdom is really important. Yeah, I like the Wisdom one too. We'll do one for both. It's okay. Whew. So let's see. Show me what I need to see for the collective. What final advice do we have for the collective about these spreads? Actually, let's set a different intention. What final message does the collective most need to know? We'll do that. What final message does the collective most need to know for the current energies at play? What final message does the collective need to know for the current energies at play? They're showing me an octopus. Octopus is about adaptability, flexibility. I also started protecting your energy. I really like that. I really like that. And protecting your energy is moving away from the toxic energies that we're dealing with. I really like the octopus. It's a lot of like, it's time to be flexible. It's time to be flexible. The in-between. Collective. Show me what I need to see for that. Let spirit be your guide. Hawk spirit. Oh, I love that. Breaking down to a 5. Change. Change, change, change. I had to start off the day with this. I woke up this morning with all those gods and goddesses screaming at me, and I was like, okay, well, I can't get ready. It's time to go do a reading. So I needed it too. Bring your ideas to life, guys. I love this. Electric eel. 24, breaking down to a 6. There's that balance. So change and balance. I really love this. Bring your ideas to life. So for those of you that are wanting this connection or wanting this job or want to start this business, it's the time to do it. It is definitely the time to do it. I will read these from the book. I want one more. Okay, they're telling me not to put these away. So instead of one more, we got 4 more. So I probably won't read all of these from the book because that's going to take a long time. So we got Beaver Spirit, another 6, lay a solid foundation. And then we have 36 breaking down to a 9, indicative of completion. Koi Fish Spirit in reverse. There's always enough. There's that scarcity mindset, the fear and the doubt. that's kind of stopping us from laying these solid foundations, because these literally came out just like this on top of each other. Don't let the fear and doubt stand in the way, okay? Then we have 12, master number, sing your own song, canary spirit. This is speaking your truth. Going after what resonates with you on a soul level is really what I want to say with this. You have a lot of bird imagery. Then we have stag spirit, take the lead. This is what spirit was this is what Poseidon was yelling at my ass about all day this morning. I was like, okay, well, how can I serve? And he's like, lead, lead, lead. And I was like, okay. I will go lead. I will go do what I need to do. But whatever that is for you, it's time to do it. Okay. I love it. I love it. Yeah, a lot of 12 and a lot of 5s. We have 5 likes, 11 people was 12 people 2 seconds ago, and now 12 on the board and 5 on the board as well. This is very straightforward. I really only want to read the first 2. Honestly, this just feels like it's time to speak your truth. It's time to take charge of your own life and balance your energy and realize your power. Realize what you're capable of. Realize that what's within you, what's around you, what you think, speak, feel, manifest your reality. It starts from within and it manifests externally, okay? And then please, guys, we have amazing shit coming. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles is on the way, okay? 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles is on the way. Don't let the fear of changing, of stepping away from the familiar, stop you from laying new foundations, okay? Okay. I guess I'll read these really quick. I'm not going to read them. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to read them. I really don't feel a need to read them. I was going to. I'm sorry I'm so back and forth. That's like my people pleaser Libra and me. Like, oh, let me read for everybody. But I'm going to be honest. It's just going to be redundant. And you're going to be like, why the F did we just waste that time reading that? So we're not going to read it. But bring your ideas to life. Just do it, guys. Just do it. Okay? I just want to say that. Like, just do it. Hashtag Nike. It's time to actually get to serving your purpose, get to doing what resonates for you. I think a lot of us have been so focused on external, on the people around us, about what our connections mean, what they represent to us, that we haven't been focused on what do I actually want? What actually makes me happy, right? Focus within. Don't try and find that happiness outside of yourself. Okay. Thank you, guys. I'm so glad you're liking it and it's resonating, because I've been feeling this a lot too. This has been a doozy. This has been a doozy. I have 2 people I've known since moving to North Carolina that have been with me from the jump, and they're both people that I gotta get rid of. So I promise you, we are all going through this together. Show me what I need to see for the collective. What final message do we have for the collective? I heard hope. I love when they're like, oh, let's just put a little sugar on top, make it a little sweet again. Show me what I need to see for the collective, please, Spirit. Flying up. And then breathe in reverse. Okay? Take a deep breath. This is all about staying calm. This is kind of like that stillness again, right? It's that stillness energy that we had on the board with the Destiny Oracle card. I really like that. Any last messages for the collect? Oh, look what's in this deck for some reason. Stillness. And it was just on top when I was just shuffling. What? None of the other cards are in this right now except that one. What? How? How did that happen? Okay. Anyway, I was like, it feels like stillness. And then I looked down. I was like, wait a minute. What are you doing? Okay, here and now. Yeah, they need to be present. They need to not focus on the external, what's going to come, what's going to happen. It's time to be present. So yeah, sit outside, enjoy what we have currently. Now my head's like 8 of Swords energy. Like I can't think straight. Like so much is going on. And that's what these 2 cards feel like. Like what's coming, what's happening. I'm going to be honest. I would recommend stop watching the damn news so much. If you're in an 8 of Swords, if you're really going up here, stay away from the news and media for a little bit. Let yourself decompress, because that's kind of like fuel on the fire. Like, they love some stirring the pot. They do. Because tell me the last time you've seen some positive stories on the news. Just tell me. Okay. There needs to be a break from that, because it is a little toxic right now. So, and you will survive without it for a few days, for those of you who watch it religiously. I don't watch the news at all anymore. Like, I just don't. It doesn't serve me any good. It just triggers me. It just triggers me. It gives me anxiety. I watch it for, like, when COVID started, my mom was like, turn on the news. I turned it on for 2 minutes, called her back. It's like, hard pass. I'm good. I get where this is going, but I don't need it to be said in 100 different ways, 100 different times on 100 different channels. So I'm just going to do what I need to do to keep myself healthy and in a good headspace, because that's what's going to create my reality. Okay. So let's look at poised. Essential meanings: being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best, confidence. Hold on. I just lost my breath. Okay. Oracle message: you can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to do. Your skills are sharp. Your skills are sharp. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. Basically, your entire spread in one card, as usual. I love this. Relationship message: when you're confident and happy in your own skin, you are ready for a deeper, more intimate relationship. You have nothing to prove right now. You're completely yourself and can handle anything. Love, friendships, and harmonious connections are all present now and or are coming in. You're ready to give and receive from the heart. This is a beautiful place to be. Wow. Really cohesive with everything we've been talking about. Prosperity message: you have every reason to feel confident. Everything you need to make your success concrete is now at your disposal. You can take action knowing you are ready to step into your power, into your light, and into your service to the world. The direction you're moving in is your destiny. Your soul is smiling with joy as you align with this truth. Okay? Now, if this card was in reverse, this would be the protection message, because some of you need the protection message, but take it as it resonates. So if those three are resonating for you, freaking fabulous. Know that you got all your shit ready and you are good to go. So protection message: you're not ready to move forward at this time, and that has to be okay. Be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Pretending you know what you're doing works sometimes, but if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck right now. This is not the time to wing it and deliver something half finished. It's okay to postpone things until you're really ready. It's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. Okay, so what I'm about to say, take it as it resonates, because I'm a masculine energy. This feels like something a masculine energy would go through, that like trying to push it forward, trying to force it to happen, trying to make it work. If it's not, that's okay. Be poised, chill out. Okay. That's only some masculine energies. Cause like, I know I don't fall into that boat right now. Like I'm trying to just go with the flow. And I know that it's a timeout and things are going to have to unfold. Hey, Kelly, how are you? But this is a great message to get. This is that timeout. It's that stillness we're in right now. Okay. It's going to happen, but you got to breathe and stay present. Okay. So let's read these two, because they're pretty much just going to tell you to breathe and stay present. So 29, breathe. Protection message. I will hold it upright because it's the only one I read from this. Inertia, laziness, and apathy are signs of slowing down, but are not signs of slowing down, but of decay and lifelessness. Wake up and do something to shake this off. Go outside for some air. A walk in nature will remind you that all of life is ensouled and magical. Get some exercise, move out of your head and into your body, and breathe in deeply. Each breath is precious. Some of you need to get into some yoga. Journey Junkie on YouTube, The Journey Junkie. I'm literally going to type it into the chat right now. So let's see if it will pop up. What is it? Journey Junkie. I don't know if that will work. Let me look it up on my phone. But I do her yoga from her channel, and that really helps with breath, connecting with your higher self, all that jazz. It's Allie, the Journey Junkie. Yeah. me try this one. That one too. I've really, and this is what it looks like, just for those of you who want to know what her channel looks like. I follow her. She's amazing. She actually has yoga for your chakras. Like, she does a 7-day chakra cleanse challenge that's free as well. Oh yeah, I love this phone. I got it when I got drunk for the first time this 4th of July. I don't drink because of my health stuff, and I did for the first time. And I dropped my phone in the cooler thinking it was my pocketbook. It wasn't my pocketbook, and I didn't find out till like 5 hours later. Then I needed a new phone, but I like it. It's a nice phone. My mom was laughing. She goes, "Hey, your phone's in the cooler." I was like, "Oh, thanks, Mom. I appreciate that." I don't drink, so when I say drunk, it took me like 3 glasses of wine. That was it. So it was a party. 4th of July party it was. So let's look at 32, breaking down to another 5 here and now. So funny, but yeah, definitely get into yoga right now. I've been doing it every day. I'm going to do it after this reading because her channel is just freaking amazing. It's just amazing. You plug it in and it's just like quick 20, 30 minute, but the root chakra one I did the other day, I felt so grounded, and I was like, grounding for me is hard. Like, I have I can't say that because that's a self-limiting belief. I am at the end of healing my issues with my physical body, like accepting my physical body. And so grounding is difficult for me some days when like I don't feel like today, for example, like when I just throw my hair up and I don't really get ready, so staying grounded and wanting to be in the physical body, that root chakra meditation really helped. So anyway, done with my rant. Here and now, whenever you find your mind drifting into the past, wondering if things could have or should have been better, or whenever you find yourself longing for the good old days, you leak power. The same is true for looking too far ahead and hoping the future will provide you with certainty. Driven by ambition, you might wander too long in a place with no substance and forget that you are here today. The past and future are illusions. Whenever you leave the present moment, you are where's my breath? You are disconnecting from the inherent power to manifest your reality with true substance. Neither past nor future can give you what you need. Now is all that counts. Come back from those eternities and be here now. All will be well, and miracles will appear as if by magic in the perfect timing of spirit. Whew. I was getting really lightheaded and like losing my breath with that one. I don't know why. But let's see. I appreciate it, Kelly. Thank you. Yes. I really like her channel for yoga though, because she has literally like beginner yoga. So if you're not athletic, you don't do a lot of exercise, like it's really just calm, like chill, connecting with your higher self. And even like the intention she sets, like root chakra, like safety, security, and stability. Like I just like her style. Like she has a really similar style to how I basically preach to you guys today, which I dig. It's like, I'm not going to force it on you, but I'm going to tell you what you need to do. But that's what I have for you guys. That was like it was a heavy message, but like it felt nice. It felt needed. And I felt like I woke up this morning and I was like, I cannot get ready. I need to go record this. I need to go do this, which is good, because I feel productive now. Yeah, definitely check her out. She's awesome. And she even tells her story how she had like this corporate job, quit it, decided to start this business, and now travels the world with her husband. Like, and that's honestly what triggered me to do this, because I quit my corporate job, started this, and now I'm planning to do this obviously remotely as I travel. So I love it. Oh my gosh, look what was underneath this whole board. And I didn't even see this with Cosmic Tarot from forever ago. It was buried under a bunch of cards, the Lovers. And look at what it was with. The 10 of Cups and the Death card. Dun, dun, dun. I love it. I love it. Oh, that goes here. But I really like that. Yeah, Scorpio energy with the Death card. Yes, you are right. I really like that though. But this is what I have for you guys. I hope you like the reading. I don't care if we chill and chit chat for a little bit, because might as well just go till my battery dies, honestly. I am gonna go meditate and do some yoga myself. I know I have to go do some things today, but I am going to try and do, let's talk about weekly readings really quick, because I mentioned it very quickly in this. The weekly readings moving, oh, necklaces. Yeah, we could talk about that too. Yeah, you just caught me. I saw that. You are going to have to watch. It was a really good one. It was. It's really similar to, if you're on Patreon, it was like a much longer version of my weekly Patreon video. So the weekly video was really good for Patreon. I'm sorry, my patrons, because I know my masculine was coming out in that one, so they definitely saw my sassy side. But that was a really good masculine feminine read too. But that one was a lot of like, get out of the fear, just get out of it. Like, great shit is coming. Like, I was so heated that day recording that. But my necklaces are honestly just silver chains from necklaces I have had forever. And then I get these cages, these metal cages off Amazon, and you can just pop the crystal in and out. So I have moonstone for that feminine energy, for my masculine ass, you know, just popping that in there. Then I did moonstone and carnelian, because that's working with the goddess Hecate. And then I have my black tourmaline, because her colors are white, red, and black. So carnelian, tourmaline, and the moonstone. And then I always wear rose quartz, because I'm a Libra, but I'm also a Leo moon. So I know I'm really emotional and really dramatic, and it kind of helps me keep loving myself versus giving so much to others. It's a nice balance. Yeah, meditation was really hard for me as well. I'm a Libra sun, so I'm very active in my mind. I overanalyze a lot, and I'm a Capricorn, so I'm a perfectionist, Capricorn rising. So if you have trouble meditating at first, that's normal. Just be really patient with yourself. And like, when you feel that frustration coming, literally laugh at yourself. Be like, you know what? It's just the Libra in me. It's just the Gemini Aquarius. It's just my overactive mind. I'm just like a workaholic. And you know what? I'm taking this time for me. Like, this is my time to serve myself. Oh Lord. Yeah, that's a lot of overthinking. But you'll get through it. It'll be fine, but you just need to practice it. I kind of want to pull from a crystal deck now. I told you I'm just coming to hang out with you guys at this point. I know I missed my weekly readings last week, but I love you guys, you know? So let's see. Let's see what crystals we need for the upcoming week, because I do think this upcoming week is going to be a little heavy. What crystals do we need for the upcoming week? Is that a moon or a sun, that emoji? I couldn't tell. It showed up just like a yellow smiley face in the chat on my computer. I was like, I don't know what that is. Wow. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm done after these 4 cards, because my brain's about to explode. I just really woke up and I was like, I need to pull cards today. Wow, and I opened up right up to the first one. Okay, so, oh my gosh, we're going to talk about this, because I'm really curious what the dream space has been like for you guys, because mine's been freaking crazy. So I don't know how to say this, but it's a kind of jasper, and I'll try and focus it so you can see it at the bottom. Moonkite, I'm not sure. This jasper balances inner and outer experiences. It balances inner and outer, what's going on within with what's going on externally. Encourages versatility and openness to new experiences, helping you to choose the right path. Sounds like vulnerability. Okay. A powerful being, you have roots that go far back into the past. What you dreamed, you created. Reap rewards or rectify imbalances. Turn failure into a learning experience and start again. Remember to offer friendship to assist others who tread the same path. Your instinctive wisdom inspires them. Divination, check your diet. Put your skills to use vigorously. Adventurous times lie ahead. Worry not. You are protected against deceit and enemies. Recognize your strengths. Stay positive and pragmatic. Reject unrealistic ideas and avoid pride and despair. You have stamina. Wait patiently. If 2 courses of action are open, go for the straightforward one. A professional challenge such as a job or interview or presentation is successful. Healing insight. You are what you eat. Good nutrition with wholesome organic food sustains your well-being. There's that focus on the physical we were talking about. Yes, that's crazy about that dream. I had like an inception dream the other day with my twin who was here with me. So it was even weirder that like it was just really effing weird. Like at first it was me sitting on our sofa and like three girls in the room with us, and like he was like chilling with these other chicks. So there's my abandonment and cheating fears, right? And then I literally heard my higher self like whisper like illusion. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I thought I woke up and it was another dream. And I thought I was awake, and it was what had actually happened that night, which was him just being like really sweet and like just honest. Like it was a very healthy relationship now. And then it was like my higher self, like reality. And I was like, oh my God, this is so weird. Can I wake up? And then I finally woke up and like, there he was. And I was like, wait a minute. Did I just have two dreams? Is this Inception? Like, I was freaking out. I was like, I've never had that happen. But I was like, okay, I see what you did there, higher self, like literally calling me on my bullshit. Like, don't worry about what negative things can happen. And I was like, okay, I'll get out of my head. Yeah, like the way I talk to you guys, how blunt I am, that's how blunt God's guides, my animals are with me. So don't think you're the only one that gets reprimanded. It's crazy. I love it, but it's crazy. Also found a dead bird on my doorstep one morning. My son. Aw, thank you. I hope he's doing well. I hope you guys are all doing well. We're going to have to catch up about that for sure. It's been a strange time. Yes, for sure. As being chased. Oh, I don't like chasing dreams. Anytime I get chased in a dream, I'm like running off a cliff at the end. I don't like that. I don't like that. Why? So aquamarine, hope. So we heard hope earlier in the spread, which I really like. So aquamarine has long been a healing gem associated with the sea and also its stimulating psychic abilities. It was believed to protect against seduction. Self-understanding. You are deeply intuitive, but you need to assess this realistically. Do not be seduced by vivid imagings, wishful thinking, or spiritual claptrap. Use your imagination to create what is for your highest good, and well-being follows. If you fall into depression, remember that hope shines into the darkest places. Divination. Release self-defeating programs. Listen to your inner guidance. Hold on. I don't know why they're... Okay. I had to check the time for some reason. Accept what's on offer and be objective. Watch out for idle gossip. Tie up loose ends before moving on. Remain emotionally detached. Avoid procrastination. Success may come in a court case. Stay positive and remember your family. There is no reason to lose hope in your heart since well-being is a state of mind. Picky Nikki, I don't even know what to say to that dream. Like 2 gold teeth. Okay. Okay. That's too funny. And then let's see. I'm always trying to protect my family in my dreams. Yeah, I have a lot of those too. If you have a lot of water in your chart, I wouldn't doubt that you would have a lot of dreams like that. It's a lot of water or masculine energy, like very protective energy. I have a lot of those dreams in regards to my mom. Like I always have dreams about that. And my late brother's always in them too, which is really ironic because I do have mediumship, but I don't like to tap into it much. It's very different feeling from channeling. I get like the physical sensations. Those of you who have had readings with me and that's came through, like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, for example, I had a reading with a young woman in the UK a few weeks ago, and somebody in her family had passed like 20 something years ago. And I was like, okay, who got like nailed in the chest? And it's just like, I hate feeling it. It's way different than a channel, like, because channeling and tarot, you see things, you hear things, but the only physical sensation is kind of like pressure in your head. Whereas mediumship, it's going to be different for everybody. It's like some people feel things, some people smell things. I feel, and I don't like it. It's not fun to feel it. It's really not fun to feel it. Rainbow Bridge. Rainbow Mayanite. Iridescent rainbow Mayanite brings the world and rest of creation, bridges the world and the rest of creation. It heals unconditionally and assists the shift to a new level of consciousness. You are a leader. When you raise your vibration, the whole benefits. De-energize old patterns, release karmic incrustations and toxic dross from your etheric body. This crystal will assist in this. Go within to find your rainbow treasure house. Raise your consciousness to build new supportive structures on every level. Recognize how your soul is maneuvering you onto your true pathway. Apparently detrimental situations offer soul gifts. Re-examine projects and let go of those that are not for your highest good and or of that of others. You see things from both sides. Always speak true no matter what the cost, but be tactful. You have natural healing ability. Focus it wisely. My chart is mostly water, I feel. My chart is mostly water. I swear that's why I'm such a ball of emotions. Yeah, I'm a ball of emotions and I have a lot of fire. And let's look at my chart. My Leo moon really gets me. I will say that. My Leo moon really gets the best of me because that's a very dramatic, emotional. I'm just emotional. Just so emotional. Yeah, Capricorn, Aqua. So earth, air, fire, earth, air, water. Scorpio, I have a lot of things in Scorpio though. Pluto, Mercury, and Mars are all in Scorpio. But I have a shit ton of Capricorn. I'm all Scorpio and Capricorn basically. I have a fear of being on my own. I'm supposed to meet a friend at a swimming hole. I took the wrong road and saw a pair of golden eagles. My spirit animals, so much strength. That's good though, but that's a really hard thing to overcome, that fear of being on your own. It will come in time, but it's almost like those affirmations I posted on the community channel last month are going to be really helpful for that, because that was something I had. Like living alone was a really big issue for me, like a just sense of security and safety, right? It's hard, isn't it? I have literally no air to balance it out. Yeah, that is hard. With a lot of water, that's hard. Feeling God has my back. Exactly. We're always, what I say to myself when I get really bad anxiety, or like if I have fears triggering, I just remind myself I'm divinely protected and divinely directed. Like that's my new thing. And like for those of you that have gone to therapy, if you ever like do this, it's literally triggering the opposite sides of your brain. So like I am protected, I am divinely directed. That opposing touching is almost reprogramming the mind, because it's affecting different lobes with the crossed arms and the touch. It's kind of like that game you would play. You ever do this where you cross your arms like this and you tell a friend to like pick a finger and you can't like lift that finger that they point to and not touch? It's because it's crisscrossing the brain basically. But yeah, it's some cool stuff, cool techniques. So like if you suffer with anxiety and whatnot, I would do that. I am safe, I am secure, I am protected and divinely directed. That is kind of reprogramming the mind to release that feeling of not being safe, right? Let's read this last one. Herkimer Diamond 46, breaking down to a 10. Sound like you're from London. Okay. I'm silly. I know. I say some random shit sometimes. It is what it is. Instant energy. Powerful energy generators that access and release past life information. Herkimer diamonds make excellent shields against geopathic stress and EMFs. This crystal works beyond the physical levels of being to bring harmony to the energy bodies and the soul. I will say I've been feeling this sensitivity to EMFs, like my phone at night. So if you don't, for some reason, are like not liking your phone being by you, I've literally been charging it in my living room instead of my bedroom at night, like really keeping it away from my head. So if that's something you think you need to do, I would actually start to do it. Okay. Keep careful note of your dreams as they reveal the underlying cause of your disease. You may be particularly sensitive to EMF frequencies, radioactivity, and detrimental earth energies. You may also be physically sensitive and need to clear or block third eye. Do the third eye yoga if you do think that's you. Okay. Check out that you're not living on a negative earth line. You may be addicted to your tablet or mobile phone and receiving detrimental vibes therefrom. Screen yourself appropriately. Healing insight. High vibration, high impact energy can dramatically change your world. This is also us preparing our physical vessels to accept the higher consciousness energy that's being pushed down on us right now. But yeah. So there's my rant. There's my 2-hour morning movie for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed. There's no production company. It's just me, myself, and I. And my brain's fried now. I'm officially fried. It's so weird. Like I say I'm fried, but then I just want to keep pulling cards, and like that's my excess in me though. Like that's my excess, like my Capricorn, like go, 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 keep going. Ignore your higher self telling you to go do yoga or take a nap. But I hope you guys enjoyed this spread. I love you guys so much. Thank you for spending this time with me, for chatting with me. I love the chats. You guys are just, it makes my day. It does. Please join me on my Patreon family. I'm really trying to grow that because eventually these readings are only going to be there because that's what my energy shifts are for, is for my Patreon channel. But I do want to put some of them out there so you know what they kind of consist of. So they would be live chats. They would literally be identical to this, these live chats and everything. And then I am going to just do spontaneous readings both on YouTube and Patreon that are similar to this, just random spreads, more so on Patreon because they are monthly subscribers. So that's kind of where I'm trying to build a really big family. I love my YouTube fam, so I will still do the weekly readings. Oh yeah, we never talked about that. Weekly readings. I'm not going to do time frames for them anymore, like for the week of this day to this day, because let's be honest, I'm positive you guys have watched the readings and been like, I already went through this. I already had this happen, or this hasn't happened to me yet, or, oh, I'm going through this now, not next week. You know, if you feel that's because time's fluid. So there's really no point in me putting like a week time frame on it. And my guides are really pushing me to get away from setting time frame expectations, right? Because everything's going to happen in divine time for each of us. But I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. I am going to be working on some weekly readings for you guys today and tomorrow to get them all up. I know I didn't post any yesterday, but this energy's had me going through some stuff too. So I appreciate you guys being patient, but enjoy your week. Join us on Patreon, and I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.